army is full of hero soldiers, but what many overlook, it's full of heroines as well.
So was this hers, or do we know?
I believe that is hers.
Wow.
At the Military Aviation Preservation Society Air Museum, or MAPS, in Canton, Ohio, Tim Tritt is seeing evidence of his Aunt Sharon Lane's heroic actions as an Army nurse in Vietnam.
The tent she was in, a rocket came through the ceiling and exploded, killed her and several others.
The only American servicewoman killed by hostile fire.
Sharon's fatigues, scissors, stethoscope, all saved.
She's near and dear to our heart. You know, and many of us didn't actually know her, but we know where she worked, okay? And we know the grounds she walked on. You know, we can feel the pain a little different than other people. I was a combat medic in the field with the infantry. I wouldn't trade any of my time for 20 minutes of hers, okay? That's the difference between I have a patient for 40 minutes to an hour. She has them for weeks, okay? Big difference, big difference.
Thank you, thank you.
When I come in here and I think of Sharon Lane, it's about the people she saved, the people that she helped. It was thousands. On average in Vietnam, we returned back to full duty 12,500 wounded soldiers a month. That's a lot of people that have been in and out of a hospital.
Ted Mathias recreated this field hospital at MAPS similar to an evac in Vietnam.
Triage would have looked very much like this, even in the evac hospital. There's no difference. Trauma station is a trauma station. I don't care where you put it. You know, you got doctors, trauma doctors over there doing 90 surgeries a month on average. A lot of those surgeries might be 14 hours, 15 hours. All the medical staff in the evac hospitals, you know, they worked till they fell over.
But this former combat medic says the real work came after lives were saved.
First 2 weeks of serious injury is critical to the patient because you have the medical conditions and you have the person, and you have to save both. And to my knowledge, the only people that can do both is a nurse.
The care from nurses was essential.
The nurse's intuition, I don't know whether they pick up on the vibes, what it is, but they can understand.
Many nurses often went beyond their training, connecting soldiers to their families back home.
They have a letter from home. Somebody has to read it to them. They want to send a note home to let mom and dad know they're doing well and they're fine. Somebody has to write that. The doctor's real good at taking care of the body, but sometimes not so good taking care of the person. So that gives you kind of insight into what Sharon Lane would have been like. Look at what she did. That's not an average person. It's not a common person. Just think about the thousands of people that she helped.
Countless lives saved by the women who served.
They were engines shot out, systems shot out, blades shot up.
These were dying troops, our brothers and sisters, and she handled it very, very well.
But the trauma they would carry for years.
It's hard, but it is a part of war that's unfortunately a reality that we deal with.
Stories that have remained untold until now.
I understand why she didn't tell us as kids, but I wish we had those opportunities now.